the fear of going to hell. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick, it's Roseby of Fire, and I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about the fear of going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the fear of going to hell, you got people out there who have the fear of going to hell, right? But it's like, it's as though they use this fear of going to hell as a way to use God to make it to heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's like these people is like, they don't really love God. They don't really want to follow God. The only reason why they are going after God is because they fear going to hell, bro. They don't really love God, bro. Like, they heart don't really love God. They just trying to use God so they don't end up in hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, bro. Bro, God looks at the heart, right? So when God sees that you're trying to use him just so you don't end up in hell, bro, you got to repent and you got to change, bro, because you still going to end up in hell, bro, because God looks at the heart, bro. Know what I'm saying? You can't be trying to use God to not end up in hell, bro. You can't be trying to use God to not end up in hell, bro, because you still going to end up in hell. You really genuinely, you got to love this stuff, bro. You got to love the kingdom. You got to love God. You got to love doing God's will. You know what I'm saying? You got to love, bro, you just got to love God, bro. You got to love God, bro. You can't just be trying to use God to not end up in hell. And when it comes to the fear of hell, now I understand that some people, they initially run across God by, it's like by the fear of God. Like, I mean, what am I saying? They initially run across God by the fear of going to hell. You get what I'm saying? What do I mean by that? Let's say they was in the world and then maybe like a video about hell, or maybe they had a dream about hell. Maybe they had a vision about hell. And that fear of hell, it gets them to like change their life and to really follow God, right? Know what I'm saying? That fear of hell, it gets them to really like change their ways and really get closer to God, right? God could use that too. God could use the fear of hell to like shake people up and like to bring them into the kingdom. He could use it. He could use the fear of hell. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you gotta love God, bro. You gotta genuinely love God. You gotta learn how to love God, bro. You gotta learn how to love the kingdom, bro. Because if you just become a user and you're trying to use God to not end up in hell, bro, you still gonna end up in hell, bro, because God looks at the heart. Now, I understand, like, bro, some people, they might have a dream about hell. Like, God could give them a warning through a dream about hell. And that dream will scare them, and it will put the fear of God in them. Know what I'm saying? It's like the fear of God could use hell to bring people into the kingdom. But at the end of the day, bro, it's like you got to learn how to love God, bro, and learn how to love the kingdom and learn how to fully walk with God, bro. Know what I'm saying? Because you cannot be trying to use God to not end up in hell, bro. And that's the only reason, bro. It cannot be the only reason. If the only reason why you walking with God right now is because you fear going to hell, and that's the only reason, but your heart really not in this, like you really don't want to walk with God for real, like you really don't even want to, like, it's like you don't really love God, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean, bro. It's like you don't really love God, bro. It's like you only trying to use God because you just don't want to end up in the other place. You just don't want to end up in hell. But it's like you really don't love God either, bro. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can't be trying to play God, bro, because God see right through that, man. You gotta develop that love for God, bro. Know what I'm saying? If this is something that you struggle with and something you gotta pray about, hey, bro, you gotta pray about it. Talk to God about it, bro, because God see right through it, bro. God see exactly what's going on, bro. Know what I'm saying? You might think you're deceiving God and this and that, bro. But if you're standing in front of God on Judgment Day and you actually don't love God and you're just trying to use God just so you don't end up in hell, you still end up in hell at the end of the day, bro. Because that's like a form of like, you just trying to use that, you like a user, bro. You a user. That's what it boils down to. You become a user, bro. Because you genuinely do not love God, bro. You literally become a user, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying all this to say, bro, even though God could give people dreams about hell and visions about hell and this and that when they are in the world, let's say they are worldly right now, and then God gives them a dream about hell, and they are living in sin right now. They are living in a worldly lifestyle, and God gives them a dream about hell or a vision about hell, and he shows them burning in hell, and he shows them he pretty much shows them burning in the lake of fire. It's like he's using that to wake them up. Know what I'm saying? So yes, God could use the fear of hell to bring people into the kingdom. He could use it, because God uses all type of different things to bring people into the kingdom. Know what I'm saying? Some people, they need to be shook up. So God will shake them up by giving them a dream about themselves in hell. He gonna give them a dream about them burning in hell, just to wake them up and to shake them up. He gonna use the fear of hell, know what I'm saying, to wake them up. Because let's be real, if you had a dream and you was burning in hell, you gonna be fearing, bro. Let's be real, bro. Bro, come on, bro. You have a dream, you're burning in hell, you're gonna be scared, bro. You're gonna be in fear right there. I'm being real with you. Anybody will be in fear. Anybody will be scared, bro. But look though, he's using that to draw them into the kingdom. But after they come into the kingdom, bro, oh yeah, they gotta learn how to love God, bro. They gotta learn how to really like walk with God, bro, and really not trying to use God just so they don't end up in hell. You know what I'm saying? So yes, God could use the fear of hell. God could use that fear to pull people in, bro. But it's on the people to really love God, bro. It's on the people to really fully change their ways and to really fully love the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? And to really fully love Jesus, man. And to really fully walk with God and to fully love the kingdom of heaven, bro. It's up to the people, man. God could use different ways to reach you, but it's like, hey, bro, your heart posture gotta be right, bro. You cannot be a user on judgment day thinking you're going to heaven, because God see right through that, bro. Know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm gonna be real with you. I genuinely love God, bro. I genuinely love the kingdom. I'm not just following Jesus just because I don't want to end up in hell. I'm not just following God just because I don't want to end up in hell. I'm not walking with God just because I don't want to burn in hell. No, bruh. Of course I don't want to burn in hell. That's obvious. Nobody want to burn in hell. Know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. There is people who want to burn in hell, but people crazy, bro. I done seen people say they don't mind burning in hell. People are crazy. But look, though, me personally, I don't want to burn in hell. Know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to use God, and I'm not going to use Jesus just so I don't burn in hell. Bro, it's about the heart, bro. Your heart got to be right, man. Know what I'm saying? Your heart really got to be in this stuff for real, bro. Your heart really got to be in this walk with God for real. Your heart really got to be, your heart posture, it got to be right with God, bro. You got to really genuinely love God, bro. You got to genuinely fully love God, bro. Know what I'm saying? You got to genuinely fully love Jesus, bro. You got to genuinely fully love the kingdom of heaven, bro. And really, really walk with God for real, bro. Trying to tell you the fear of hell, bro. But yeah, man, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace.